My name is Muhammad Omer Munir, and today I am going to describe problem number 2. It is associated with the hiring assistant. Let's see what this problem says. Suppose that you need to hire an office assistant, and this time you contact with some employment agency. The employment agency sends you one candidate each day. You interview that person and then decide either to hire that person or not. You must pay the employment agency a small fee to interview an applicant. You are committed to hire the best possible person for the job. You decide that after interviewing each applicant, if that applicant is better qualified, then you will fire the current office assistant and hire the new office assistant. So you want to estimate the price, that what will be its price. So there are two methods to go to estimate its pricing strategy. We can follow these two algorithms. So let's see these types of algorithms. There are two types of algorithms which we are going to discuss today. One is deterministic algorithm and other one is randomized algorithm. Before going inside the problem, let's discuss what these algorithms are and what are the differences between these algorithms. Randomized algorithms are known for their simplicity while the deterministic algorithms are complex. Randomized algorithms have always some different results for every run on fixed input. Uh, their results are different, but they are more likely to the expected output. These algorithms are also associated with the probability of error. That's why they are also known as approximation algorithms, or we can say that probabilistic algorithms. On the other hand side, if we discuss about deterministic algorithms, they have no any variation in the output for the same input, and these algorithms outputs are always deterministic, and we are 100% sure that its output will be like this. So let's discuss about now our problem, hiring problem. Initially we will discuss about deterministic hiring problem, and after this we will discuss about randomized algorithm. So let's see, we are going for the solution. In this solution, let me discuss one thing, that right now we our as we are interviewing different persons, and these persons are coming from the hiring agency. So this is the list which agency just gave us, and each day they are giving us one candidate. First day they will give us 0, other day they will give us 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to so on n number of students or n number of candidates. So right now the first candidate which they will give us is a of 0, array element index of 0. They will give us the first person. So what we will do, we will simple hire this person and assume that this person is our current person and the best person is this, because tomorrow when a new person will come, then we will again interview him, and we will interview till the n number of students or n number of candidates, and if we found any good student or good candidate, we will fire the previous one and hire the new one. So let's see its algorithm. So its algorithm is from index to n, from index I to index of n. What we will do, we will do each and every interview of each and every candidate. Initially we will interview 0th candidate and check if it is equal, as like right now we are at here. Now tomorrow we have an interview with candidate 1. So we will interview this and we will then compare if current best rank is greater than array index rank, as like right now we have one rank at here, current best. So we will compare these two ranks. If the rank of 0th candidate is greater than the new candidate, then we will do nothing. Otherwise we will hire the new assistant, and we will place the value into the current best, and we will go for the next candidate. Index is equal to index plus 1, and then we will again interview this candidate, two candidates, then third, then fourth, and till n candidates we will interview all of them. And when our list becomes finished, then we will return our best candidate, and that will be our best candidate. Let's see its time complexity. At here, if we see, we are doing two things. One is we are interviewing different candidates, and other thing is we are hiring the candidate. So we are bearing two costs. One is hiring cost, other one is interviewing cost. So if m out of n people are hired, then the total cost will be MC hire. M is total number of candidates or total number of people which we hired, and C hire is the cost which we pay after hiring any candidate, and NC interview is the n number of candidates, and C interview means the interview cost which we have to pay to the hiring employment agency. So our BIGO will be MC hire plus NC interview. Let's see our randomized hiring problem. So in this problem we will do nothing, we will just randomly permutate our array, mean the list which we found. We will randomly pick any member, and we will place that member in the place of array of 0, a of 0, and then nothing. We will pick any candidate, and then we will simply put as a current best, and then we will again do all of these things. So let's see its randomized algorithm time complexity. At here x of I is equal to 1 if I is hired. I is the index number, or we can say that the candidate, if it is higher, then the x of I is equal to 1, and x of I is equal to 0 if candidate is not hired. So the expectation of x is equal to the sigma I is equal to 1 from first index to n index. We will run our algorithm, and x is the expectation into p x is equal to x, the probability that we will hire or not. Since all the candidates have equal opportunity, so the x of I is equal to 1 over I, and the expectation of I, then we can say that it will be x of I. We will put x dot p x is equal to x is x of I at here. So at here the value of x of I is 1 over I. So this so the expectation will be sigma I is equal to 1 to n into 1 over I. 1 over I means log of n, and so the our candidate, so our cost of hiring the new person will be log of n plus omega of n, big O of n, or big O of 1. Big O of 1 is hiring cost, which is logarithmic, and then it will go out. Now if agency is paid for every candidate, then we can say that R is the value which we are paying for every candidate, and E cost is equal to x of I. X of I is every candidate multiplied by R. R is the payment which we are going to pay. So if we put out the R, then it will be R multiplied by expectations of x of I, then R multiplied by log of n. This will be the our E cost, which will be equal to R multiplied by log of n. So if we compare, this cost will be better than this one. Okay, thank you for this listening the first problem. Now let's see the second problem. Our second problem is how quicksort can be made to run in n log n times in the worst case, assuming that all elements are distinct. So let's see what is the how quicksort run. We know how simple quicksort, that how simple quicksort run. Simple quicksort simply pick one element as a pivot, and then it makes the partition around 70, as a like at here we will pick 70, then we will make a partition, and all the elements less than 70 we will put all of these in one array, and greater than 70 in another array. Then what we will do, we will then again as we divide the array into two, then we will pick 50 as a mid element, and then we will again partition between these two. All of the elements less than 50 will be on one side and greater than 50 will be on another side. Then we will again partition the array, then again partition the array. This means that log of n time we are dividing the array. So how many times we will divide? N times. So its complexity will be n log n. But in the worst case, if every element is sorted, you can say that we have a sorted array, then every time our cost will be n, then n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and up to so on 1. And if we sum all of these, then it will be n plus n minus 1, n minus 2, up to so on n, which is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. And this value is always equal to n square. So we can see that right now it's we can say that its result is worst case complexity is n square, but its average case is n log n. So in randomized quicksort, what we are going to do, we will simple when we found any array as like it here 1 2 3 4 5, this is the worst case which we find. So what we will do, we will simple as 5 is our pivot element, we will randomly choose any number, we will choose 2 as a like, and simply we will permutate this 2 in the place of 5. So the our new array will be 1 5 3 4 and 2. Now this array is not sorted, and it is the same case as like average, as I discussed previously. And our algorithm will be randomized quicksort array, and p or r. P is the starting point and r is the ending point. If p is less than r, then what we will do, we will simple randomize and then swap the elements, and then the same code of quicksort. In this code we can see that first we partition, and then we will compare, and then do again call and recall, each and everything which quicksort includes. So by this our time complexity will be n log n. Thank you very much for watching this video.